Welcome back to the 2018 Fiesta Junior Championship of 2018. Now, Magnus Crick-Louis took a fantastic victory in the first race, courtesy of the red flag stoppage of James Waite's car. When he went roly-poly, his car has been repaired, but it's a bit of a cut-and-shot job. You'll notice his car from the fourth row of the grid alongside Abbey Lock. It's a little bit cannibalised in appearance now. Magnus Crick-Louis and Josh Steed on the front row from Isaac Smith and Nathaniel Hodgkiss. Alfie Glennie, Todd Garner, Abbey Lock, James Waite and Oliver Turner. Ollie Turner, of course, they're in 9th position on the starting grid. Now, Turner and Waite are both making comeback drives based on the fact that Waite obviously had that roll which brought out the red flags in race 1. Turner didn't even complete the first lap with mechanical problems, so they're both going to be on the comeback charge. 5-second board goes up. Red lights will come on when they go out. We're racing at Cadwell Park for the second time. Avanti! Now, Turner and Waite, you can see, look, Waite's got a black car with no windscreen, but a white bonnet this time round. Magnus Crick-Louis makes a good start and holds the lead in front of Josh Steed. So not a bad start as they make their way up the hill. Magnus Crick-Louis holds the lead in the early stages from Josh Steed as they go up through Charlie's, the first time of asking, and Josh Steed in second position, chasing down his main opponent this weekend now, the Dane Magnus Crick-Louis. Isaac Smith through into third position, nice and easy. Here comes James Waite, tucked in behind Ollie Turner, who's had a cracking start. Turner has got ahead of his teammate James Waite, and that's a pretty good start there. So Ollie Turner wanted to have a really good race weekend here at Cadwell. Being out of race 1 was not the way he wanted to go about it, but now he's tucked in behind Alfie Glennie as up the inside, Nathaniel Hodgkiss tries to make his way past James Waite, the championship leader coming into this weekend. But instead he has to tuck in there just in front of Todd Garner, with Abbey Lock in the 26 still in the mix. So there is your leader, no problem at all for Magnus Crick-Louis, the Dane, who's holding the lead on the road for the first time since the red flag came out, effectively, because he won the race, but only because James Waite ended up crashing out of the race. So on the far side, this is looking very strong indeed for Crick-Louis as they run up the hill. No problems at all for the first part of proceedings. And there's Ollie Turner already starting to get into the back of Alfie Glennie in the Specialised Motorsport car. So Turner is obviously trying to make up for his race 1 demise as quickly as possible, as Glennie is a little bit loose there through Hall Bends. Gets it nicely caught though and manages to get the car back together. So Ollie Turner's got James Waite on his tail. You'll notice James Waite's car, look, the front end is completely different to the rest of the car. It's an all black machine, James Waite's car, but the front end is decidedly white with a green stripe. Just as well, Jam Sport has got plenty of spares on their car. Into lap 2 we go. Still going well for the leader, Magnus Crick-Louis out in front, Josh Steed in second, Smith is in third. And it looks as though Alfie Glennie is still hanging on to that 4th position very well. The Specialised Motorsport team have rated this kid very highly. They've said that this is actually a very, very good run. And to be fair, Alfie Glennie is one of the star new rookies in the field. So up the hill they come once again. And this is going to be quite a tough one. Alfie Glennie trying to hang on in front of Ollie Turner, who's just taking his time about this, basically. He's not rushing this at all. He knows that he's got a good opportunity to go for Glennie. He's going to try and get the inside line out of Chris Curve. Dive for the gooseneck. Go on, Ollie, get in there. He's going to try for it under the braking, but way, way early into the braking zone. He's got him there. So Glennie just has to concede and let him go. Really, really good job at the moment. Fantastic performance. So as they come out of Mansfield, it is now Ollie Turner into 4th position. James Waite, by the way, is up into 6th place now from the start. So he's managed to get past the likes of Nathaniel Hodgkiss, Todd Garner and Abbey Lock. That's who he's in front of at the moment, but he's going to have to do a bit of hard work now to close up on Alfie Glennie. Who it seems Glennie is one of these drivers who, when he gets himself into a good position, is able to make good use of it, which is definitely going to help him out. But there is Ollie Turner. That was the point when he retired after just a few hundred yards of racing, effectively. But now he has got himself neatly underway. Oh, Nathaniel just again there, just going a little bit wide, but manages to stop the car from going into the wall. That is what Magnus Crick-Louis did in the first race earlier on as well, just before James Waite lost his car. I wonder if there was a few spots of rain that caused both of those incidents, because they were both getting a little bit loose. I wonder if the rain kind of intervened on the last lap and caught Waite out as Alfie Glennie pushes very hard, trying to get away from James Waite. double winner at Brands Hatch, unfortunately out in race 1 and now playing catch-up for the remainder of his weekend here at Cadwell. The mist is coming in as well, so I wonder if the weather is looking likely to take another turn as James Waite hangs on to his advantage at the moment. They come through once more. Alfie Glennie there in P4. In P5 now, because Ollie Turner, of course, having got through. So at the moment it's Magnus Cricklewey in front of Josh Steed, then it's Isaac Smith, Ollie Turner, Alfie Glennie that you can see here in the front of this trio, then James Waite, and in 7th place Nathaniel Hodgkiss, who I have to say is going faster and faster. And Hodgkiss is definitely not looking like a rookie at the moment. He's looking well settled in behind James Waite. Waite is obviously one of the established guard in this championship, one of the older drivers, having had a couple of seasons behind him now going into the 2018 campaign. And a lot of people have said, well, he is the favourite for the championship, but obviously that role a little earlier on has definitely dented his chances somewhat. And unfortunately, on that occasion, pun was intended. But James Waite is a fighter. He has brought himself back. He hasn't got an awful lot of glass in the car now, you'll notice, because obviously it ended up getting quite cracked in the incident there. I think he's only got one window panel that's still stable in the car, or it might be two actually. I think his door window might still be intact, and then his number window on the left rear of the car. Everything else appears to have fallen out. So yes, it is two window panels, but James Waite still pushing on regardless. He's a tough one, is James. He's a very, very talented racing driver. We know this of old, and he's giving himself the best possible chance of a good comeback. He's lining up Alfie Glennie as he gets himself back into position, up the park straight once again. And this could be an opportunity for Hodgkiss to come through, actually. He's going to line up a move on Waite up the inside, and Hodgkiss is going to get there. Nicely done for Nathaniel Hodgkiss. He is through into P6. So nicely done there. Ollie Turner, obviously in front of this battle, has now started to close up on his teammate Isaac Smith, but 5th is now Glennie, 6th is Hodgkiss, 7th is James Waite. So Waite might have thought, well, as long as we can get the car back out there, this should be fairly easy to catch up to the field, but he's finding it a lot harder than he thought he would. And for Magnus Cricklewey, the Dane, out in front, this is perfect because he got some decent points on the board last time at Brands Hatch, but certainly not 2 wins, and now he's looking for 2 wins here at Cadwell Park out in front of Josh Steed. Meanwhile, Glennie is trying to shake off Nathaniel Hodgkiss, who suddenly seems to have found his mojo. Here he goes up alongside him, and he's zipped through. Beautiful bit of driving from Nathaniel Hodgkiss. Beautifully lined up there on the exit of the mountain. He got it absolutely planted, and now Hodgkiss through into P5. Good work. So now out of the hairpin, dropping down to the barn. And through the final turn. Oh, and Waite's going to try and make a move on the inside of Glennie. They bang doors. Glennie does not yield. Alfie Glennie shuts the door and says, is that seriously the best overtaking move you've got in you? You're going to have to try harder than that to get past me, mate. Brilliantly done. Alfie Glennie is not going to let any cheap overtaking moves happen on his watch. Brilliant. That was really good defensive driving from Glennie. That was a little bit eager from James Waite, but then of course desperation would be seeking in. We're now on lap 5, and this is only a 9-lap race in the Fiesta Juniors, so he's not got a lot of time to make up ground here. He's got to get on with this, and he is rapidly running out of laps to do something about the guys up in front. But this is going very well indeed for Magnus Cricklewey out in the lead. We haven't seen him because he's just careering out in front. No problems at the moment, but Alfie Glennie, well done, keeping the elbows well planted there to keep James Waite at bay. But this is going to be a very interesting run for the remainder of this race if James Waite's going to be throwing everything bar the kitchen sink at Alfie Glennie. He continues on again as they come out of Mansfield, back on the power. The cooler conditions compared to what we've seen in recent weeks in the British Isles in these few weeks, I think might have caught the drivers out a little bit. It's cooler, and these tyres are obviously still new to the drivers, the MRF Tyres for the 2018 season. They changed supplier for the 2018 campaign, and these guys have obviously done some testing with the old spec of tyres, and now we're here with the MRFs, and this is the first time they've really been tested. As Waite goes for the move on Glennie, there's contact. Now, is Glennie going to be onto the grass? They're both onto the grass, but Waite has found a way through. And, well, that was a little bit chaotic. Glennie has to concede the position, but I'm not sure if Waite is going to be allowed to keep that place. He may end up getting docked there. So we're going to have to find out. Meanwhile, Isaac Smith has got his teammate Ollie Turner reeling him in. And this is, of course, for third position. They are closing up on Josh Steed as well. And we're hearing that there is some warning flags going out. Now, interestingly, according to what I've got in front of me, it's for all three of the Jam Sport drivers. That is 17, 22 and 23. That is all three of the Jam Sports. So James Waite down at the back, if he gets a penalty, he's going to lose the place to Alfie Glennie anyway, and that's going to be a real problem. Oh, bit of a mistake there from Isaac Smith. Is that going to be enough for his teammate to come through up the inside? Yes, it is! Ollie Turner's going to get on the podium if he stays where he is now. Brilliantly done. Good work. And now Ollie Turner is basically having a bit of a battle with his teammate. Come on then, let's see who's really the best in Jam Sport. Down to the braking zone, and Ollie Turner has got Isaac Smith sorted for the moment as they go up the mountain. But a great little battle, and it's good to see Ollie Turner, who was so strong in his Jazz car days, really fighting on in the Fiesta Juniors. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, what's Jazz car? Well, that is basically exactly what you think it is, Junior NASCAR in the short oval racing world. Well, Ollie Turner uses his short oval racing world to good use there. He runs wide, but doesn't bin it, and has lost the place to Isaac Smith initially, but he can get him back. So Ollie Turner has 3 laps to go. We're on lap 7 of 9. So he's got time to move on. Sorry for the Star Trek reference, but it really is 7 of 9. Up towards turn 1. And let's see if Ollie Turner is going to make his bid now to come through on the inside of Isaac Smith. A good battle between teammates here. There's a good atmosphere at the Jam Sport team with these 3 drivers. Isaac Smith, Ollie Turner, and of course the man fighting further down, James Waite, trying to resuscitate some points out of the weekend. Here comes Ollie Turner again. Has a look for the inside at Park. He's got a good run off the previous turn, but he decides to think better of it. The last thing he wants to do is hit his teammate. Ollie Turner, in his Jazz car days, was one of the cleaner and smoother drivers in the short oval racing scene. They only race, of course, on the tarmac, the Jazz cars, so he'll be used to going sideways and gaining an awful lot of time by gaining grip. And it's very similar sort of conditions, very similar amount of rubber on the road. So this is suiting Ollie Turner down to the ground. We've seen him pull off some great performances. Took his first podium last year at Snetterton, of course. So now he's battling with his new teammate, Isaac Smith, and he's going to make a late lunge, and there's contact! Oh dear, that got a little bit clumsy. Well, Ollie Turner's going to get away with that one, I think. Isaac Smith turned in. Ollie Turner was going through the same bit of tarmac, so whether that's judged to be a problem or not, I don't know, but Ollie Turner's gone through and into third position. It's easily done. I'd say that was a racing incident myself. I wouldn't necessarily say that Ollie Turner made a stupid move or Isaac Smith turned in on him to stop it happening. I'd say that's a racing incident, really, with those two. Both of them wanted the same bit of racetrack. They're racing drivers. You're not going to tell them to back off and expect them to comply. So I'd say that was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other there. But I think that both of them are in danger of receiving a penalty for track limits, so they're going to get 5 seconds added onto their time. Now, considering how far ahead of Nathaniel Hodgkiss they are, that's not going to cause a problem. James Waite, on the other hand, I think he is going to have a problem with staying on terms with Alfie Glennie, because of course he has a 5-second penalty of his own potentially if he keeps getting warnings. So this is going to be a very difficult situation for the Jam Sport drivers to find themselves in. Not so much maybe for Turner and Smith, because they're going to be 3rd and 4th, whatever happens if things stay as they are. But this man, Magnus Krikloe, the Dane, is going to make it 2 out of 2, and that really shapens up the championship fight. So Magnus Krikloe obviously wants to have a strong run in the championship, and 2 victories for the young Dane are definitely going to put him in the right frame of mind to do that. Last lap, and Magnus Krikloe is going to have a strong run to the finish here in front of Josh Steed, who looks so planted in the Mutation Motorsport car. He is a very happy young man, considering how much grief and hardship he has gone through in this championship, when he's had great opportunities, great results taken away from him through various incidents or mechanical problems. Josh Steed in 2nd place. Where is he? Oh, I thought we were going to look at him there behind Magnus Krikloe. He's still in touch. He's only about 3.5 seconds back or so. But Magnus Krikloe has definitely made light work of these 2 race wins. The Dane is doing a grand job. But Josh Steed really establishing himself in this 2nd round of the championship, and that starts his championship attack. But with James Waite not finishing the previous race and only looking to be, well, at best 6th in this one, this is going to be a really exciting end to his campaign for this weekend. and he's not going to have scored many points. Magnus Quickly is going to get some good points in the board for 2 wins. So is Josh Steed for 2 seconds. It's going to make the championship fight very close indeed. But Magnus Quickly has done a fantastic job here at Cadwell Park. He'd never even seen the circuit before this 2018 championship campaign. It was his first time racing here, and he has made a really short work of things in the end. A good victory in race 1, handed to him with Waite's collision with the barriers, but in race 2 he has really asserted himself. Magnus Quickly makes it 2 out of 2 at Cadwell Park, and he is absolutely elated with it. The checkered flag flies, he flashes the lights. That's a great result for the Race Car Consultants team as well. Magnus Quickly wins, a great result for Josh Steed in 2nd place. Ollie Turner should get 3rd position even with a 5-second time penalty. Isaac Smith will hang on to 4th place even with a time penalty as well. Nathaniel Hodgkiss is going to come through for 5th place. Alfie Glennie is going to be 6th position in the end from Todd Garner and Abbey Locke. Problems with James Waite in the final hurrah mean that he finishes in 9th place. A real problem for James Waite in terms of the championship fight. But Magnus Quickly, Josh Steed and Ollie Turner have bagged some good points this weekend, as has Isaac Smith. So it's game on in the championship. Look, Smith now leads by 2 points to Josh Steed, with Hodgkiss in 3rd from Garner, Quickly and Waite, with Turner only 6 points back. It's game on.
Magnus, 2 wins from 2 here at Cadwell Park. You must be really pleased with how your weekend's gone.
Yeah, it was a really good weekend. Looking forward to next year. Very good weekend.
Nice circuit as well. You managed to get to grips to it, and the series goes to Rockingham next. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, definitely going to be a good weekend. Maybe James will be up there as well, hopefully.
Okay, well, congratulations on your win. We look forward to seeing you next time out.
Yeah, and big thanks to Race Car Consultants for the great car the whole weekend.
Josh, another 2nd place. Really exciting racing out there. You must have enjoyed it today at Cadwell Park.
Oh, I loved it. Pushing that car to the limit every single lap. It's all thanks to my team, Mutation Motorsport. Everything they've done for me this weekend has been mega, and I just can't thank them enough. And also my sponsors, CIDT and V-Pass, they've also helped me throughout this.
Brilliant racing. Series goes to Rockingham next. Are you looking forward to that?
Rockingham's one of my favourite circuits, so I think it'll be quite interesting.
Great, we'll look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you very much.
Ollie, that was an amazing drive through the field. Congratulations on 3rd place. Talk us through it, because you were just picking drivers off left, right and centre.
Yeah, it was a brilliant race. Really happy with it. Cannot believe from coming from the back to 3rd. It's just incredible. Car was mega, team was strong, and I just want to thank my mum and dad and the team. Mega weekend.
Yeah, people say it's really difficult to overtake here at Cadwell, but you've proved that it isn't.
Potentially, yes. Just a few sneaky moves down the inside, but really good, thanks. Yeah.
Well, it paid off. Congratulations on your 3rd place. We look forward to seeing you at Rockingham.
Thank you very much.
Well, that wraps up the action from Cadwell Park. We hope you can join us next time, where the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship racing will take place from Rockingham.